President, one more thing on the caravan. You had said that there were Middle Easterners in the caravan. Can you explain that? Are you saying there are terrorists?
Well, there could very well be, yeah. There could very well be. And if you look at...
Do you know for sure?
I have very good information. I have very good information. And if you look at what's happened with Honduras and statements made about Honduras, and even a phone call that our vice president had today, which I think you can maybe reveal. Do you want to mention that, Mike? Is that okay? Probably.
Certainly.
Go ahead, please.
No, at the President's direction, I spoke to President Hernandez of Honduras. He told me that the caravan that's now making its way through Mexico, headed for the southern border, was organized by leftist organizations and financed by Venezuela. We, as we've said...
And the Democrats, maybe? And the Democrats?
Well,
Let me give you this pen. Let me give you the pen back.
Mr. President, I mean, it sounds like you're teasing about that, but where's the proof that Democrats are paying for this caravan? Why don't they pay for a caravan?
You know what?
About
You're going to find out, and we're going to see. Well, maybe they made a bad mistake too. We're going to find out about that. What else did they say, Mike, about ISIS? Did they say something?
well, just that it's been organized by leftist groups. They've made their way north. Once they crossed into Guatemala, now crossed into Mexico. There's some estimates north of 7,000 migrants, so the group is growing. The United States of America intervenes and prevents 10 terrorists or suspected terrorists from coming into our country every day. So it is inconceivable that there would not be individuals from the Middle East as a part of this growing caravan. And what the President's determined to do is to put the safety and security of the American people first. And I know the President will be addressing this in the coming days about the ways we need to close the loopholes that human traffickers and other dangerous individuals used to entice vulnerable families to make the long and dangerous trek north.
Mr. Vice President, are you saying that you have evidence that there are terrorists in the caravan right now?
What I can say to you is,
You're saying statistically there's been a number over the years and so on. That's not the same as saying there are terrorists in the caravan. There are a lot of Middle Easterners who live in the United States, Americans of Middle Eastern descent, who find that kind of rhetoric.
Okay, Paul, let me just say, let me just tell you something.
Isn't that true, Mr. President?
Let me just tell you something. I spoke with Border Patrol this morning, and I spoke to them last evening, and I spoke to them the day before. I speak to them all the time. And they say, and you know this as well as anybody, over the course of the year, over the course of a number of years, they've intercepted many people from the Middle East. They've intercepted ISIS. They've intercepted all sorts of people. They've intercepted good ones and bad ones. They've intercepted wonderful people for the Middle East, and they've intercepted bad ones. They've intercepted wonderful people from South America and from other parts further south. They've intercepted a lot of different people, but among the people they've intercepted very recently are people from the Middle East, okay? So you can't be surprised when you hear it. You've heard that before. It happens all the time. And I spoke to him literally last night. I spoke to another one this morning. Very good relationship with Border Patrol and ICE. And they say it happens all the time from the Middle East. It's not even saying bad or good, but some real bad ones. But they intercept, well, they could very well be.
But there's no proof.
There's no proof of anything. There's no proof of anything. But they could very well be.